Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Junkmaster3, and yes, finally, now I'm back with another horror review video because it's been like a month or like maybe a month and a half since I made a horror review video. Yeah, and like most of you that probably know me, I sort of like want to or focus more on obscure and not really that well known horror films in general because, like I usually say, no one really wants to see me make a review of The Exorcist, which pretty much everyone has already made. Yeah, for this today's review is of a film called Night Ripper from 1986. Now, this film is directed by Jeff. What's his name? You know what? I actually did this because you can see on this cover art. This cover is pretty good, but like you can probably tell, this is a bootleg and not a real release because this movie has never been released on DVD or Blu-ray. It has only been released on VHS back in the day. But this is that I'm just gonna show you how lazy I've been. Not really sure how we can see that, but I typed up the storyline from IMDb and the name of the director and some of the actors in the film. But yeah, the film is basically directed by Jeff Hathcock, who also directed a film called Streets of Death, which is another shot on video slasher film, which I actually quite enjoyed. I would say that it's probably one of the better shot on video films. But and I also have his other film called Victims from 1982, which was released under the Slasher Video label, I believe. But this one I've never seen before, so I'm really glad to have a bootleg of it, even though it's. I mean, the film is pretty much there's not really any big uh, storyline to this. The storyline on IMDb and on my own like little plot paper inside of this actually just says that a maniac stalks and kills models, and that's pretty much the entire story. And when it comes to shot on video films, you can't really expect good acting or like good like anything basically. But I mean, it sort of have that type of charm. Either you like shot on video films or you not. It seems like you can't really be in the middle. But I sort of see. I mean, I still think they are quite charming in a way. At least some of them. But this is pretty much like about this guy who's going through a divorce. He works at this photo studio or whatever, and he pretty much um, takes photographs of like models and stuff and gets money out of that. And of course, there's a killer on the loose killing off people, and the death scenes aren't really particularly interesting to begin with, and very little gore and blood, in my opinion, for a slasher film. Except for the ending. The ending is so damn weird and so damn unique. Not unique, but it's very weird in a way, and that's one reason why I didn't think this was a really bad shot on video film or a slasher film in general. But I'm not going to spoil the ending, but I must say that I had no idea who the killer was throughout this film because there's so damn many characters which are they look really much alike, so to say, and so I had no idea who the killer was. So when the killer was revealed towards the end, I'm like, what the hell? Well, I did not expect that. So at least that was good about the film, but the entire rest of the film is pretty damn boring, and the soundtrack isn't really that interesting either. So I mean, I didn't give this movie a that high rating to begin with. So I mean, I gave this a 4 out of 10, and that's probably because just I'm such a sucker for 80s horror films in general, and I do think some of the shot on video films are quite charming in a way. That's probably the reason why. I mean, I've seen worse and I've seen better, but I wouldn't say check this one out right away. I mean, if you're not like horror completist that you just want to watch every single 80s slasher film, just stay away from this one because I don't think you will get any out of it. But for all of you people that love shot on video films, give this one a shot and you might enjoy it. But yeah, this is a 4 star out of 10 for me. Nothing that I would rush out and rewatch right away, but yeah, the camera work is. I mean, the thing is, when it comes to shot and video films, sometimes the camera work can be really irritating as well. But I think the camera work in this one was at least okay, and the actors, some of the acting in this was really atrocious in my opinion. But yeah, that's what you get when you have a shot and video film. Yeah, 4 out of 10 for Night Ripper, a shot and video film. So yeah, this is I can definitely see like some company like Massacre Video released this one, because they've also released another shot on video film, or like two shot on video films that I have in my collection. One which was called 555 and Spine, and both of those I actually liked more than this one. But still, this is probably something they could release in the near future, and I would really love to see Streets of Death to get a DVD release as well, because if you didn't like this one and you're like, oh, this was crap, check out Streets of Death instead. And yeah, I think Streets of Death is a much better film by this director. So if you were disappointed by this one, go check out Streets of Death instead. Yeah, Night Ripper, 4 out of 10. Sorry for just mumbling and just mixing all of these type of subjects together in this review video, but sometimes that's happening in these videos. So yeah, hope everyone enjoyed, and hopefully I'll get to make more horror review videos in the near future. I mean, there's not really that much you can do in the whole situation in the world right now. It's pretty much like Corona is just screwing everything up, and you can't really do that much. So there's plenty of more time for watching movies. So hopefully I'll get to make more horror review videos. So yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.